Hello everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today is a very quick. This week has been a lot of small, quick builds for live streaming, but that is because this week is kind of like the quiet before the storm, if I had to describe it in any way, because we've got a lot of custom stuff that has arrived, and a lot of custom stuff that's also going to arrive. We've got some massive builds on our plate for next week, and bleeding over into November for sure. So this is the last of the small builds, I have a feeling. I might be able to tackle some of the larger building sort of sections next week before I go on a trip. But then Mike is going to be tackling massive stuff. And so what we decided was to give ourselves some ample time to get videos done this week and spend some shorter amount of time building Lego. So once again, I think we've explained this a couple times. But anyways, welcome, hello, thank you for joining. If this is your first time, then hello and welcome first timers. And if this is not your first time, then hello and welcome not first timers. This is the Thanksgiving Harvest set, one of the several seasonal sets that have come out. They always come out at around the same time each year. There were 2 Christmas ones that we did. There was a Halloween one that we did the week before. And this is the Thanksgiving one, the last one, I think the last one from this wave of seasonal sets. And these are pretty good little gifts, like sort of stocking stuffers and stuff like that. Very nice, right? I like this. And let's just jump right in, actually. I mean, there is no reason as to why... Oh my gosh! We already got a super chat. Oops, I switched to this camera. I always switch to this camera first. I meant to switch to this camera. Hello and welcome, Nightbot. Boom! Starting off with the super chat. How's it going, Jack? Very good, Nightbot. Thank you for the super chat donation. Things are going good. Things are going good. We've got a pretty crazy timeline schedule. Oh, there's your super chat that jumped in on the notification bar there. Very good though. We're making pretty good time. I've been spending some crazy long days at the studio, knocking out sort of voiceovers and doing a bunch of extra research for collection videos and some other custom build videos. So I'm trying to pre-schedule some stuff because I'm going to be out, but I'm pretty happy with the way the actual timeline is working out. Granted, I've done a couple of nights where I've stayed till 2 a.m. I've done a couple of nights where I've stayed till midnight. I try to get in at around 8 a.m., maybe sometimes a little bit later every day. So I'm pulling days that are longer than 12 hours. A lot of that is just research and voiceover and cutting and editing. So they have been intense, but I feel like the fruits of the labor are starting to pay off. So I'm in pretty good spirits. And part of it is too, is like I'm not spending all the time building in the middle of the day. So I'm able to knock out more video content for you guys. Because when I leave, I don't want there to be like sort of like a little bit of a dip, you know, in terms of content. Because we do have so much material to make videos for, and it would be a shame to not be doing it. So anyways, I'm in good spirits. So thanks to you for asking. Tomboy. Hello, Jack. Loving the channel. Always looking forward to your videos every day. Thanks for making my life a bit better every day. Thank you, Tommy. That is such a nice thing to say. I'm going to zoom this in because, ooh, that was a shaky bit of camera. Zooming it in because it's such a small set. I don't see why you guys can't see a little bit more detail. Let's do this. All right, we got our simple farmer. Jack, how do you do super chat? I believe there is a little, it's a super chat is part of a donation thing. So I think the symbol for it is literally like a money symbol, like a $sign. And then you'd have to link, usually, I think it gives you the option, but usually people link like their PayPal account to it. And I think the steps are all pretty laid out in front if you do click on that button. All right, Thanksgiving rules. Thanksgiving does rule. I think Thanksgiving is one of the best holidays out there if you are I mean, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're American, or have friends that are American, I feel like I appreciate it a lot more now that I'm older as well, because, you know, Halloween is definitely like I think Halloween is the ultimate kids holiday, because you just get to go out and trick or treat and dress up and scare people and stuff, and that is just a boatload of fun. And then as you get older, Thanksgiving is like, you know, it's food, man. You can just go out and have a good time with buddies and family and catch up with people, and just the food is amazing. I was out of the country for a couple of years, and I was skipping Thanksgiving, or like celebrating it in a very abbreviated way. And I'm telling you, when I came back to the States and I started going back to the traditional Thanksgiving again, oh, getting the real turkey and everything, that was something else. So this is going to be a lot of little builds, as these seasonal sets usually are. Brickmaster, cheers! Hello, Brickmaster. Hello, everybody. I hope you were all hope you're all doing well. This is a pretty good time of year. This is sort of the slower point of set releases. So I know a lot of people kind of... I got 50 bits. Brickmaster has used 50 bits. Cheers. Oh yeah, cheer 50. I saw that. It's funny because on the regular... Oh, you like the custom build? Thank you, Zach. And thank you for the 50 bits, Brickmaster 23. I saw you say... I saw that chat appear in like the regular window, but it doesn't look any different until I look at the... I've got like a separate list that shows like people that have cheered and stuff. That's funny. I did not realize it was set up that way. Here we go. This is a turkey, I think. It's got to be a turkey. It can't be a chicken. But if this is a turkey... If this is a turkey, where's this little gobble thing? I'm surprised. I did a peacock once, like at a scale like this, a brick-built peacock. I was actually pretty happy with the way that guy turned out, but it's hard. It's so hard getting the micro builds for little animals and stuff. Oh, here we go. So it's got some wheat and some apples and a carrot. Of course, a carrot. A couple of carrots. You can't forget the carrots. And because I already know how this works, there's already going to be spares of some of these smaller parts. I'm going to add another bit of wheat because I know this is the spare. So here's a harvest, right? This is the harvest bucket. This is, you go out and you pick everything, all the stuff that's seems to be ripe. Here we go. Now this is the turkey. Okay, this has got to be the turkey. The other thing, this is like a pheasant or something. That can't be the turkey. Yeah, this is a turkey. I'm starting to build the turkey now. How old are you? Old enough. Looks like a yerky. That looks nothing like a yerky. I don't know what a yerky looks like, bro. Jack, what is the worst set you ever built? Honestly, I don't remember the worst sets. I get that question a lot, but like, I feel like the way my mind works is I'll get a Lego set, and it'll be amazing, and it'll be awesome, and I'll really like it, and I'll remember fun little details about it, and it'll be great. It'll be like the NASA Apollo Saturn V, or it'll be the Green Ninja Mech Dragon, or it'll be SpongeBob's house or something, and I'll remember all the fun little details about it. And then I'll get a set sometimes that isn't that great. And the thing is I don't really get bent out of shape when I get a set that isn't, like, you know, too awesome. I'll forget about it. That's what happens when I get a set that I don't care about. I'll forget about the set. You know what I mean? So people ask a lot, like, oh, what's the worst one? You know, because it's kind of a fun question. I understand what you guys ask, but I honestly just don't remember. Like, if I get, there's the turkey. There's the turkey. See, that's a turkey. That looks like a turkey. I like that. I like that little build. I'm never really a fan of showing off like the inverted studs, like the underside, but I think this was a really good, clever little bit. See, there's the gullet or whatever the heck you call that thing, the weird gobble gobble thing. And this could just be like a smaller turkey. That's totally acceptable as well. I'd be willing to accept either one. All right, so we're moving some of these out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it all in play so you can see everything kind of as it gets built. This is the little crop, tiny little crop. I'm actually gonna twist this back towards me a little bit. Hey Jack, I got a question for you. Should I get the Resistance Bomber or the First Order Star Destroyer? People the other day told me to wait for Wave 2. Let's see. Assuming you're not waiting, the Bomber or the Star Destroyer. Now, technically Mike built both of those things, and I can't remember what the part to price difference was. I'm sure the Star Destroyer is more expensive than the Bomber. I think the Star Destroyer is definitely like cooler as a display item. I would say that the Bomber, or sorry, no, the Star Destroyer is cooler as a display item. But I don't know, the Bomber actually looks pretty good on its own as well. I think they're both good sets. Couldn't tell you which one was better. I can't remember who's got Snoke. Snoke's in the Star Destroyer, which is cool. I mean, even though people like to make fun of how the minifig looks like, you still get to have like Snoke, which is pretty sweet. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I don't know. It's really up to you. It's so hard to recommend sets. Like, unless one is like starkly better or worse than the other one, I would say they're both they're at a decent level. Hi, do you remember? I'm not even answering your question anymore, Fresia. I'm just not going to answer that question anymore. You ask it every stream. I feel like it's an ongoing. Show Pickle Rick, please. I want to see him live. All right, I'll grab him at the end of this. Somebody remind me to grab Pickle Rick when I finish all this stuff. Oh, this is the best part. Okay. I kind of wish the Scarecrow was a little bit more lively. The detailing for this guy is a little bit kind of whatever. Whoa. Here we go. Let me get that arm in there. I stuck one arm way too deep into the body. There we go. There we go. Sorry, you can't see that. There. So it still has the pumpkin for a head, which is nice. And where's that? Nice. This is gonna go right there. So we have a little bit of the harvest that still hasn't been picked with a Scarecrow to make sure that the buzzards don't try to eat the crop, which I guess works. I don't know. I haven't seen crows get scared of too many things in my life. Should I get the Garmin Mech, Mecha Man, or Fire Mech from Ninjago? Once again, that is totally up to you. Personally, I liked the way the Fire Mech looked more than the Garmin Mech. It's my own personal opinion. I just thought the look was a little bit more classic and fun. So that's my own personal opinion. But I don't know. It's really up to you. I think, but what I do think is that the if you look at both the mechs from the actual movie, because the builds in the movie are like way bigger and way more detailed when you look at their mechs, like the Green Ninja Mech Dragon, Garmin Mech, Fire Mech. I think that the Garmin Mech looks cooler in the movie from the large build than the Fire Mech. That's what I would say. But as a set that exists right now in Lego for Garmin Mech or Fire Mech, I'd say Fire Mech wins in the smaller version. That is my opinion. I like Rick and Morty. Yep. You know what's funny is I built that Rick and Morty. I built Pickle Rick before the Pickle episode even came out because it was such like a hyped thing. Because they showed the little bit of the Pickle episode during Comic-Con or something like that. I can't remember where that clip came from. But I had built it out a long time ago. and I was trying to do a thing with like instructions, and I don't know, timelines got all messed up, and I just shelved the episode for a super long time. Like that intro, I filmed like 6 weeks ago, like maybe even longer than that, and I just like was sitting on it for the longest time because that's a super old mock that I did, and then I was like, okay, people wanted, okay, I'll make the episode. So yeah, the Pickle Rick thing is actually something that came out I did a while ago. And then ever since PewDiePie did that video on how like Rick and Morty fans suck, which is true. I mean, like it was a funny video. Like just the way people get about it. And I could see some of the comments in the Pickle Rick episode of people kind of playing on that same. So now it's become sort of a meme that Rick and Morty fans are kind of like the worst, which makes, you know, I'm not gonna say that they, you know, they aren't. They're getting the show is so big now that once something gets big, it gets too big, and then people take it too seriously, or they get too weird about it. And I think Rick and Morty has definitely started to reach that point for sure. But no apologies for the intro skit. No apologies for making the Rick and Morty mock. I still love the show. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Bam. What will be the next Fig collection? Let's see. I've actually got it all on a schedule, a timeline. I'm trying to think visually in my head because I put it all up on Google Calendar Doc, so I like know exactly every Thursday minifig collection video for the next, I want to say like at least month. Probably the next 4 or 5 collection videos are all pre-scheduled, not pre-filmed, but like I know what they're gonna be. Let's see, we're building up the tree now. Next week, I know I've got something good. Oh yeah, next week is something, I think we've had this minifig collection for a long time. Whoa! Nightbot coming in hot with another super chat donation. That is $2 donation. I gotta go. Hope the $2 makes up for that. See you guys. All right, Nightbot, thanks for the $2, man. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But next, we actually have some good, you know, like, we've had some good collection stuff coming out recently. Toy Story was something we've been working on for a while. But next week is, it starts with a P. The title of the theme and or whatever of the collection video. It starts with a P. That's what I will say. And it's a pretty big collection. It's bigger than, I think it's bigger than a lot of collection videos we've done in the last month or two, I think. And I'm looking forward to it. I think you guys will like it. It's been highly requested for a long time, and we just never got around to it until very recently. But yeah, so next collection video starts with a P. I don't want to give away the entire like monthly roster of like everything that I'm gonna be putting up, but a lot of the stuff that's coming up are things that we've been like working on and off for like months now. That's how collection videos usually work. It's like we'll order some stuff here, we'll get a few sets there, we'll do some stuff here, and then we look around, we do some more research, we're like, okay, we got these, and then we do a final count, realize that we missed a guy, so we put out another order. So it's like, it takes a while to eventually get all the guys, because the last thing we want to do is make a video that's incomplete. We've made mistakes before in the past, and but I don't think we've made like any major errors in a really long time, so I don't want to get back in the habit of that or anything. So I think we finally did hit our stride. Oh wow, this thing went way off to the side. I thought we were missing that for a second. Oh, this looks so nice with the orange blossoms. I don't know what this is, what kind of tree this is supposed to be. I feel like it's I don't feel like it belongs to any kind of tree. I think they just know it looks cool. All right, that's gonna go there. Got another blossom. Welcome. Oh, I got the Lego Toy Story train, but I broke the pig because the coins got stuck inside because I put the coins in there. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you put too many of the coins in, and then now none of them will want to come out because they're jammed in there. Yeah. I was really surprised to see. Will you make Will you make more Rick's Express? Yes. Okay, Fressia Gaming, I have an idea. Like, it came to me in the night, but like I have an idea on like how I want to create a smile for Rick's face, because come on, like I can't just have an angry pickle, right? And I kind of figured it out, I think, in my head. And I haven't played around with it yet because I just haven't found the time, especially because I'm still working on a bunch of videos. Boom! I just finished, guys. But yeah, I'm working on a smile for Pickle Rick. In my mind, I am, at least. Okay. Let me just move all the spares. Technically, I added... why? Where is this a good... There, the spares, so you can see them. All right. So, let's jump right in. Let's jump right in. I think I can zoom it in a bit. Okay. First guy. Simple farmer. He's the one picking the harvest. He's picking the crops. He's got himself a nice big mustache, some eyebrows. He looks friendly. He's got sort of a serious expression, but more like just calm. I wouldn't call him serious or stern, but a simple farmer. He's got green overalls, a plaid shirt with blue stripes underneath. You can see it better in the back. Decent guy, pretty straightforward. Nice tan fedora hat, a slightly less common color for that hat. And yeah, there's the guy. And here's his maybe his daughter. Maybe his daughter's coming out and helping him pick some of the crops too. She wants to help. This torso piece has been used several times. I know that this torso piece came as like the customer fig in the Lego store exclusive set from whenever you get those store exclusive sets. But it's also appeared in a few other things. She's got a very small, sort of childlike face, small mouth, and this is officially like my least favorite hair piece. It just falls off too easily, but it still looks all right, and I think it works for a little girl fig. So yeah, she comes with a bucket. Boom. All right, so those are the figs. Boom. Here's the turkey. Here's a close look at the turkey. Oop, I kind of twisted his little. There we go. The turkey is like the less cool version of a peacock. Where did I put the peacock build? It's probably still somewhere in the city, I think. I want to bring my peacock build off and show that off because I'm vain. No, but this is a good build. There's this little gobbler. Does anybody know the name of that part of the turkey? You know what I'm talking about? I will show you Pickle Rick, Zach. I will, but I'm gonna show off this whole set first. Anyways, nice little build for a turkey, super simple. And then this might, you know what this might actually be? This might be a female turkey. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. That was a guess. Could be like a pheasant. Some people eat pheasants. It's definitely not a duck. And it's not a chicken. I'm either going with female turkey or I don't know what they call them, like pheasant or just like another, you know, fowl bird. Sometimes they eat like a Danish or Cornish hen. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something. That's probably what maybe that is. This is our little bucket. This is what they've harvested so far. We've got carrots. This could be wheat. That's the one thing, you know, I don't know. You can guess what that is, the yellow. I'm gonna say wheat or something. And yeah, some apples. No pumpkins. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, they have pumpkins. But I like the pumpkin piece. I kind of wish they had a pumpkin piece in here. They just have the minifigure head. I guess maybe that's a jack-o'-lantern piece. Maybe the pumpkin mold only has a jack-o'-lantern face put into it, so that's probably why. Maybe that part doesn't exist the way I think it does. But what is this, guys? It's not corn, obviously. It's, I don't know. What would that be? Somebody tell me what they think that is, because I'm not sure what that is. Because that's obviously, okay, that would be more wheat. That'd be pumpkins. And then the yellow coming up. I don't know what that is, guys. Somebody tell me. We also have a follower from Toast Burnt Deck. Oh, cool. Oh, and we got another Brickmaster 23, 40 bits cheered 8 minutes ago. Sorry, I missed your cheer, Brickmaster. Thank you for the 40 bits. But right, this guy, it would have been kind of funny if they had a torso piece for him, or like they never do that for things. They never give you like a random torso piece. That would have been kind of cool if they did that. But it's fine. It's super simple. the scarecrow. Now this is kind of cool. I wasn't expecting this part of the build. It's the, let me turn the, I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit, and then it should get a little brighter. Yeah, and it should also focus better. But this is the, there's nothing to pull this cart, which is kind of like, all right, I guess there's nothing to pull it, but you can see that this minifig, this guy should be able to theoretically just sit down. There's no studs that hold him in place, but it's kind of built at the right scale for him, so he doesn't really move around too much. And of course, the back you can fill with the bucket, and his daughter or granddaughter, she just doesn't fit. But yeah, you can pull it along. This is fine. I like the dark red and the dark green. I think the color combination itself for this build is actually pretty decent. And these are fun little wheels. This thing actually rolls around like crazy. Not a bad little piece here. And guess what? The last part of the build is this. This, I'm going to assume, is like a knot hole for maybe where a bird's nest could be. I don't know why it's in such a lighter tan. Because I'm looking at the pictures and everything. Sometimes it shows you what you should or shouldn't be doing with it. Oh, you know what this is? This is an apple tree. It shows that the farmer is like trying to knock an apple out of here. But usually, I don't know, are they having apples fall off of like autumn harvest things? This is just a picture that they showed off that you can have like apples coming out of the tree. Personally, I would say let's turn this world upside down. Let's make this a carrot tree. Yeah, why not, right? Okay, but realistically, no. I don't know what kind of tree this is, and I don't know why this would be such a lighter tan piece. But it's kind of nice. You know what we did was we got a lot of fall color pieces too for bushes not that long ago, and I don't know if we're ready to bite the chunk off to mess around with the city too much. But I think in the future we want our city to be able to change with the seasons. It'll just take a lot of extra build time to do. But this is a really good way to start for sure. I like the red and the brown and sort of the nougat color. And these orange highlights, though they don't really make sense, I guess they could just be like leaves that have turned orange on the tree. Yeah, and this I guess is a leaf that it fell down. I think it's a good color combination. So that is this build, the little seasonal build. It's 10 bucks, 133 pieces. The part to price ratio for pretty much all these seasonal sets are very reasonable. And they're just fun little sort of builds. These things I always think of as like fun sort of housewarming gifts if you're going to somebody's house like for Thanksgiving. And if they've got like a kid that likes Lego and they'll be able to build it and play with, and then they show the relatives, oh, I made this little thing that I built and it's fun and everybody likes it. You know what was a hit is the wedding Lego set where it's like the bride and groom. Like that's always a fun little gift or something. But this is sort of on the same level. This doesn't work quite the same way as a stuffing stalker, like the way the Christmas sets usually do, but that's what I'd say this is for, is like bringing to a house. If you're going to somebody's house for Thanksgiving this season, that is probably the context in which I think this set really works as a gift. But that's just my own personal thing. I'm gonna switch back to this camera. Switch to the big one, actually. Okay, it does need a horse. You're very correct. Zwirtling dribble. You're correct. I think it does need a horse. Maybe that was the only thing that, yeah, the carriage needs. I'm gonna grab Pickle Rick because I said I was going to, so I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. I got Pickle Rick, and let me switch back down to the build. Let me switch down here. All right, so this is Pickle Rick. Yes, and I know you guys were saying flip the eyebrows over, and I can flip the eyebrows over. They just don't look, I don't know, they look fine. You can flip it that way if you want. That was what somebody was saying. That was like one of the comments I noticed just from this morning. But yeah, there he is. Pretty simple guy. I've gotten pretty used to switching him around. I kind of like his angry face personally, but I have an idea on how I want to switch around the way his mouth works. Get some hinge pieces in there. What I like this wheel well thing that's going on, but they both need to tilt up. So I've got a way of maybe getting some wedge pieces in there, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's Pickle Rick. He's pretty basic. Nothing too crazy. He's like over-engineered in certain ways, and like I feel a little bit under-engineered in other ways. What if he doesn't come back? So anyways, yeah, you guys wanted to see Pickle Rick, and I did go into the city, and I grabbed my peacock build. So there's the turkey, and this is my peacock. You know what's funny is like I have no idea what peacocks look like from behind, and I had to like Google peacock. If you type in like peacock bird on Google image search, you'll have to scroll down like 10 times for the page to load up before you find a picture of a peacock that isn't facing the front of a camera, because nobody wants to take a picture of like the side of a peacock, and so it's kind of funny. But anyways, these are the Enderman eyes that I used. I feel like the scale works pretty well though, right? I don't know. Anyways, that's my peacock. Yeah. So that's the set. I think it's fine. These seasonal sets are fine. They sometimes they sell really well, and other times people are just kind of like, oh, whatever. You know, it's a fun little set. But yeah, Jack, we saw you in the other room. Yeah, I was in the other room. That's where my peacock was. It was in the city, so I grabbed it out of the city. That's why I was in the other room for just a second. And hello, everybody. Jack, how are you? I'm very good. Ending soon. Anyways, that's awesome. All right. So I think, what are we at now? We are, we've only had 37 minutes, or 38 minutes soon, for the stream total time, which is very, very, I'm gonna switch. We've only had 37 minutes, 38 minutes of stream time, which is very short, especially if you're aware of how long or short these streams usually go. But once again, like I explained in the beginning, this is sort of the quiet before the storm for some massive builds. In fact, I think because it's Friday, I'm going to show you guys. I think I'm going to do a little video haul on like all the Lego that we've picked up, just so you guys can see what the heck we're talking about. I've got it. I'm actually going to switch out to the larger view for a second, but I'll show you guys the amount of pieces that we're dealing with. We're one order out from having everything we need to start our builds, but I think we have enough pieces to start certain sections and not have to worry about the missing order. The missing order, I think, mostly has to do with like a certain section of the build that we're working on. But Mike, how many pieces was it again for the two? It was either just under 12,000 pieces or just over 12,000 pieces. I can't remember now. But let me switch out to the large camera view, and I'll show you guys what we're going to attempt to build over the course of the next week, or probably next 2 weeks. And that's going to be a lot of Mike building it. So hold on. Okay. Mike, have you showed them this box yet? Okay. So in theory, oh, you guys can probably hear the bags moving around really clear right now. Like, sorry. But this is what we're working on. I wonder if it's even worth switching to the other camera, like this face cam, or let's try this cam. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let me zoom all the way out if I can. Okay, that's something. Yeah, so this is what we've got in store. what we've got in store. That hasn't been sorted yet. We've gone through some of it. It just goes down and down and down. This is a huge bag. This probably isn't 12,000 pieces right now. We're missing one order that I think is probably that many parts. But, yeah. So, anyways. I'm gonna put that down. Move this back to this camera. Okay, so. Now, you could almost see what I had written on the side of the bin. Maybe you did see. I had the title of what those things were. Yeah, so sorry. This build was this set was all about the Thanksgiving harvest. That's the little build for Friday. Fridays in general are always shorter streams, so I'm gonna be working on top 10 mocks. I think Mike's already been recording VO for the news for tomorrow, Saturday's news. And I think we are gonna be done. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is a nice, short, easy stream. And next week is gonna be crazy. Next week's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be dedicating at least an entire week of streaming to completing some giant, absolutely massive builds. So, the idea is I think we want to be building, because they're similar to each other, we want to be building 2 similar sections of each build on one day. So like we're going to build one part of this and one part of this build, boom, and then that'll be one day, and it could be 5 hours of building or something. And then the next day is going to be working on a different piece. They're not going to be like 10-hour long live streams or 8-hour long live streams. They're not going to be super long, because I mean Mike still has to also get videos ready because I'm not going to be around, but it'll probably be like several longer dedicated hour-long streams, or many, I mean not 1 hour, but like several hour-long streams dedicated to completing certain chunks at a time. And it could take a week. I have a feeling it'll probably take longer than a week, just because we're not trying to burn ourselves out and try to build 12 hours a day every day. And even then, 12 hours a day every day for this amount of pieces would still, it's gonna take longer than a week. You know what, I'm thinking that it'll probably be like 2 weeks before they're both done, or maybe a little bit less than that. But anyways, that's what's going on, guys. So hope you guys are cool hanging out with us. Yes, you want to see Pickle Rick one last time? Okay, boom, there's Pickle Rick. Yeah, the Pickle Rick episode that came out today is something. I built this guy. I mean, if you're regular on the stream, I built this guy at least 6 weeks ago, probably longer than that. But yeah, anyways, the video finally came out for it, and that was fun to do. That was fun to make. I was really bummed that I didn't scare the cat. I guess some cats just don't get scared of stuff, but it would have been really funny if the cat got scared by Pickle Rick. All right, bye everybody. Thank you for watching. We do appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. This is the Friday stream, so we're not coming back until Monday. Absolutely, there's going to be a stream on Monday, and it is going to be having to do with the big bin of Lego that I just showed you guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. And we'll see you next time at BrickVault.